So this is a screencast of just working with Docker on the Docker Playground. The advantage of this is you don't have to install anything, but the interface is a bit ugly. So here I've already logged in with my Docker Hub account. So here I just need to click on Start, and I end up with a session like this. So this gives me a kind of like a virtual computer. I have to add a new instance by clicking on that. And what you get here is a command line interface using Linux. To actually run this thing, I need to copy those two files over. So you can use this editor function at the top here, which I find a bit ugly. So I tried cutting and pasting into that, and it is possible. So what I'm going to do is use a simple editor on this system called VI, which I personally not super fond of. Okay. So I'm pressing on I to go into insert mode, and then I'm going to paste in the content. There's probably a better way of doing this, but this is the way I found. So I'm doing on the Mac, and I'm copying the stuff in. So you'll be pasting off for the Jupyter Notebook stuff. It's the same text. There I pasted. Emacs, I have to go into escape mode. So I'm doing :quit, and then I have this file called Dockerfile. So this creates the image of the system we want to use. So it's a bit simpler if you have Docker on your own laptop. Then I need to do the same thing for the Python script. So I'm going to copy over the Python script. Click on I for insert. Then we're just going to cut and paste the text over. So this is the Python script. Then we're going to paste. I click on escape. I do :W to write the file. Then I do :Q, and that saves the file. And now I've got the files Dockerfile plus eg.py. So recall the Dockerfile gives me the information to tell Docker how to build the image, and eg.py is the actual Python script you want to run. And I'm going to cut and paste the commands to, these things are on the Google Notebook. So I'm going to first use Docker to compile the container. Okay. So what it's doing is it's building the that little file. So it's building the Python libraries, Python 3.9. So it's building up and setting up that little kind of this Docker container. And then the next step here is running this Python using pip to install NumPy, scikit-learn, and stats models. So this is what it was contained in the Docker file and the image file. Now we've got this to run. Okay, so it takes a little bit. So it's installing all the various Python, and we asked to install also these additional modules. You have to tell it. Okay, so we're back now at the command line prompt. Then we can run this. So Docker run Python example. Okay, and it's run the Python called the eg.py. and it's created the intercept. So it's fitting a straight line. So this is the same example I used in the lecture notes, fitting a straight line with intercept and slope. And we've got the results. Okay, and then to end the session, we click on delete, which will kill this terminal. And then we click on close session. And that's it. So it's probably a lot easier to run Docker on your own machine, but if you're working in the lab, this is a good way to start to learn how to use the system.